Hey Mary, how are you? I was deer hunting this morning and I forgot to take my phone charger back with me. My phone died. As I was walking out, I was telling everybody I was going to come back to the house and get coffee. And by the time I got to the house, the phone was dead, so the live stream went dead. So I just turned this back on just to continue out the chat a little bit, but everybody must be off to work or out playing. But I got my coffee. I was really wanting that earlier. So is it cold where you're at, Mary? 57? You're not in Ohio, are you? Where you live? Texas? South Carolina? So yeah, it's 57 would be to me pleasant, but I also like the cold. Woke up this morning and it was snowing. It's still snowing now a little bit. I don't know if you can tell by the fields that got a little dusting, white dusting on the fields. But that's where I was at, right behind my house in those woods you can see through the windows. That's where I was hunting this morning. Saw two on the way out. I'm on vacation this week, so that's why you see me on. Oh, I love the snow. I love as much snow as we can get as long as they can keep it plowed off of the road so it's safe to drive. Other than that, if there was 6 feet of snow, I love it. Yeah, you wouldn't get a lot of snow down there. You need to go up the coast a little bit. Oh, I'm going to have to get a refill on my coffee, and I just got comfortable in my recliner. Oh, well, let's see here. They get a lot of snow in Boston. Nothing like the sound of coffee going into a coffee cup. Woohoo! A little bit of creamer. 7 feet of snow. Here in Ohio, back in the blizzard of 78, I was only 7. I don't remember it, but there was a ton of snow, they say. And every once in a while, people put up pictures on Facebook of some of the snow that was out there. But yeah, it was a lot of snow, but that's the last time we've ever got that amount of snow. Cup's a little full. Just spilled some coffee on my foot. It's hot. Oh, So, yeah, I would like to see that amount of snow. I always wanted to take a vacation somewhere, like to Upper Michigan. Hey, Closet. Sorry about that. My phone battery died before I got to the house. So, yes, I'm all warmed up. Sitting in my recliner with my fuzzy blankie. And yes, I've already got 1 cup of coffee in me. I'm working on number 2. Hey, Tommy, what's going on, buddy? You missed the deer action. Walking out. We jumped deer walking out. Not while I was hunting, though. Yeah, it's thawing. It's, it's, oh, you goofball. I was just talking with Mary. She wants to go up to Boston where they had 7 or 8 feet of snow one year. Are you going hunting, Mary? What are you going hunting for? Oh, you're a deer hunter too? Now, is it gun season in South Carolina? Or are you using bow and arrow? What do you use? Gun season? Oh, Tommy, get yourself feeling better. Oh, you guys get to use rifle in South Carolina. That's cool. Mary TCS puts an open bottle of Fireball whiskey in her backyard and the deer flock to it. Mary, sometime uh, look at this morning's video that I put. It's the deer blind video from this morning. If you go to, I think it was 1 hour and 16 minutes. I think that's when I left the blind. Watch me as I'm leaving the blind, walking down the path, and you'll see a deer jump across in front of me. Closet Scratcher saw it. I saw it with my eyes. I didn't see it on the phone, but I haven't yet go back and rewatch the video. But we jumped the deer, and it was on the film, so you could actually see a deer hauling the mail really fast. Yeah, whiskey wouldn't last around you. I needed coffee or whiskey back there to warm up because I got cold fast. It might have been a unicorn. I mean, it was moving, but I thought all unicorns were white. This thing was brown. And I got me a ticket scratched this morning while I was brewing my coffee before I turned this on. So it's uploading now, but as you can see, I'm still sitting here, so I don't need to be making a trip to the claim office. Imagine that. If it had been a claimer, you wouldn't have seen me for a while. Yeah, you don't have to sit through the whole hour and 17 minutes of the live stream, Mary, because it's just a bunch of nonsense. Big Rob and Closet getting me to laugh and whispering, and then Closet starts whispering to her dog in Missouri so she doesn't scare my deer away here in Ohio. But just fast forward it or take it all the way up to around right when I left the blind, and I think it was at 1 hour 16, 1 hour 17 minutes, something like that. You can see the deer. I know when I'm done drinking my coffee here and talking with you guys, I'm going to go check it out myself. I will go check your video out too later. Nice being on vacation this week. My last vacation of the year. And I won't have another vacation until probably next July. But that's my choice because I only get 4 weeks of vacation a year. And I don't want to use anything up until next summer. And I always love to take a week off in July just to sit around the house, swim, relax. And there's really nothing going on for me between January and summer anyway that I would need to take a week off of work for, other than just to get out of the shop for a week. So I usually take my first week every year in July. And my last week's usually around Thanksgiving or Christmas time. This year I couldn't get Christmas off, so my last week of vacation is this week for Thanksgiving. So that doesn't sound like fun at all, Mary. You don't even get a day off anytime? Ooh, I gotta plug my battery back in. It's gonna go dead. It didn't charge up enough. Alright, let me plug this baby back in here. Okay, back in action. Well, Mary, what kind of work do you do that you have to work year round? Oh, a stay-at-home mom. Yep. I gotcha. See, I've been trying to talk my wife into let me be a stay-at-home dad. She's not going for it. I mean, we both work, but I really think I could try to just live off of her income and stay at home and take care of the cats. Send my son to school in the morning. I could do the dishes, do some sweeping. Yeah, I could get into this lifestyle right here. Kicking back in the recliner, drinking coffee, talking to my peeps on YouTube. You have like a farm? Do you live on a farm that you have to take care of the animals, or are you just talking about taking care of a couple goldfish and a gerbil or something? Closet, you're being awful quiet. Did you leave, or are you just drinking Fireball? Scratch and go crazy. That's funny. It's chickens and ducks. So do you sell the eggs? Do you eat the eggs? I'm thinking breakfast is sounding pretty good right now. I got a haircut at 11. It's getting kind of long, can't you tell? Oh, you raise and sell the chickens. Okay. Yep. Getting kind of long. I got to go get my haircut today. Well, scratch and go crazy. I'm not a skinny boy myself. Where you at, Scratch and Go Crazy? Virginia, okay. You getting any snow in Virginia today? Snowing here in Ohio. Not a lot, but it's just enough to get a dusting. You changed your name, so who was you? Oh, Richard, hey, okay. No, I didn't know that. I'm a little slow myself sometimes. But now that I make the connection, that'll help me make more sense. Mary, do you ever make it down to the ocean? Are you close enough to the ocean to go there? I've been to Myrtle Beach once in my life. Oh, I got you, so you changed your name. Yeah, that would make sense. You go into a live stream and there's Richards all over the place, and somebody says, "Hey, Richard," and six people say what? I know down at my shop at one time there was 5 Scots in my department. So everybody got promoted from Scott to their last name. Oh, a 2-hour drive to Myrtle Beach? Well, I guess that's not too bad. Leave early enough in the morning so you can enjoy your that way you're not on the road 4 hours back to back. Don't get me wrong, I do love the ocean. Last I saw the ocean was in 2015. I went to California. My wife's brother lives out in Oceanside, which is right above San Diego. It was beautiful out there. My wife would love to move out there and live out there, but I just kind of like my place here in Ohio. Well, you're in Virginia. It shouldn't be that far away from you, Richard. Scratch and go. Oh, there you go, Mary. It would be a 6-hour drive for you to get to the ocean. So you're like at my halfway point. Because when we go to Virginia Beach, it was about a 10 to 12 hour drive, I think, one way. Oh, you're on the Tennessee border. That makes sense. You ever go up into the Smoky Mountains? That's a fun vacation, too. Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg area. Yeah, up in the Smoky Mountains, there's old Cades Cove. We was down there in the fall. It was mid to late October when we went down there one year, and we took the drive around Cades Cove. Right at first light, they didn't even open up the gates yet. And as soon as it got daylight, and they opened up the gates, and we took our drive through there. Of course, there was like a million other cars doing the same thing, but we actually saw black bears out in the meadows. We saw all kinds of deer, and we actually saw two huge racked bucks lock antlers and fight because of, being that time of the year, the bucks were getting aggressive. And we always, every time we're down there, we always drive across the mountain down to Cherokee to the little town there, Indian reservation, and pot around a little bit, going to some of the shops. Oh, that'd be cool. Never been to a casino. I always keep saying I want to go play the slot somewhere. Maybe I'd have better luck doing that than scratching tickets because I'm not winning any money scratching tickets. But I would probably waste a lot more money in slot machines than I do scratching tickets. Because I give myself about $20, $25 a week to scratch tickets. I go up to a casino with $25, I'll be gone in 30 seconds. I don't know what happened there. Man, the only thing we saw was bear and the deers. Where is the casino at? Is it in Cherokee? Well, maybe if and when I ever get back down in that area, I might have to go check it out. I'm not planning on it anytime soon, but one never knows when you get there. Is it on the main drag from like when you're coming down the mountain and you drive right into Cherokee? Do you stay on that same highway? Oh, it's not really a big deal. I just find out the name of it and put it in the Google Maps. It'll get me there. Out of coffee. Again. Hey, Teresa. My live stream, the battery died on my phone because I got to forget to take my charger with me. So by the time I got back home, the phone died. So I just come in and made a pot of coffee and turned the live stream back on. I've been chatting with Mary and Scratch and Go Crazy here. You guys, I just want you to know, Mama T here. One of these days she's going to be rich and famous, and her barbecue sauce is going to go worldwide as the #1 selling barbecue sauce in the world. So better get your autographs now, because when she gets rich and famous, she'll be too busy for us. She'll be out there making her millions with the barbecue sauce sales. You're off today? Sweet! Well, I hope so too. That way, when you go on your world tour barbecue sauce and you make it here to Ohio, you'll come and visit me. Ohio's your first stop? Awesome. I'll have the red carpet rolled out for you. Of course, you're going to be so famous, I'm going to have Big Rob come down to be security. That way he can fight off the mob. Mary, do yourself a favor. Mama T sells her barbecue sauce. Buy a small jar from her to try it out, and I'm telling you what, you will not be disappointed. Well, Teresa, I'm going to take a shower here in about an hour. I got to go get my hair cut because it's getting kind of shaggy. Then I'm going to come home and I might take a nap. Well, actually, I'm going to go to lunch with a friend of mine. Scratch and Go, Sweet Baby Ray's has nothing, and I mean nothing, on Mama T's barbecue sauce. And I am just not saying that because she's my friend. I have had her sauce, and I've bought another jar of her sauce, and when this jar's empty, I will buy another jar of her sauce. It's that good. It really is. And you can watch some other people's videos on YouTube that's tried her sauce, and they will back me up. I can't get enough of it. I'd put a straw in it and drink it like a margarita. But I gotta save it for my chicken wings. Which, by the way, Teresa, is coming up soon. I might have time to do it this week. That absolutely is the best. I wish we could get you on Shark Tank and get you a deal with Mr. Wonderful. I mean, that stuff would explode. Dan, I didn't get a deer, but if you go back and watch the deer blind stream from this morning, fast forward it all the way up to 1 hour and 16 minutes. That's when I'm walking out and you'll see deer jump out in front of me. That's how it happens. I'd jump deer going in, I'd jump deer going out, but they never want to come down to the blind. So 1 hour, 15, 1 hour, 16 minutes, 17, something like that. You can see a deer run across the path in front of me. Teresa, you're welcome. That's not what they were saying, Teresa. That deer was flipping me off as he was running past me 90 miles an hour. That's all right. Well, hello, Wisconsin Lotto Scratcher Patty. How are you today? Yes, Teresa, they are new glasses. I picked them up on Friday. This side is just glass. There's no magnification. This side here has a prism in it, and it's helped correcting my double vision. They're called horned rimmed glasses. With my gray hair and my gray beard, everybody at work started calling me Grandpa. Thank you, Patty. Yeah, thanks, Teresa. Go ahead, rub it in. I didn't know I was buying grandpa glasses when I bought them. I just bought them because I thought they looked cool. Yeah, there probably was a song called Double Vision out there. Sassy Cassie, how you doing? Foreigner. Yes, that would be correct. Oh, just sitting here. I was drinking some coffee, but I ran out of coffee. Saying double vision, saying double vision. Oh, your fat fingers are getting in the way this morning. Ooh, it's snowing again. Snowing harder. Thanks, Teresa. I do have, when they made them for me, I had them put the bifocal in the bottom, the no line bifocal. That way I don't have to wear my cheaters when I'm reading the phone. All right. I don't know if you can tell that it's snowing, but it's not big flakes, but it's still coming down. Maybe I'll hold it towards the red barn if you can tell it's snowing or not. Oh, Mary, I love iced coffee. I'll go to McDonald's and get a caramel mocha iced coffee every time I'm there. Patty, I live in Ohio. I live in north central Ohio. Here, I'll turn this around so I can read the chat and you guys can still... Can you tell it's snowing? Here, let me get up, get closer to the window here. See if you can pick out the snowflakes falling down. I really can't tell looking at the screen if you can see the snow or not. Well, I never did the caramel either, Mary, until McDonald's mistakenly put one in mine. And I like the extra burst of sweetness there because I've got a serious sweet tooth problem. Oh. Yeah, you probably could. There's an inch or two of water laying on top of that cover. I tried to keep all that water off of the pool cover because all that weight's not good for it. But it has done nothing but rain and rain and rain here, and every time I try to get the water off, more just goes right back on. Yeah, scratch and go. Here in my county is a lake called Charles Mill Lake, and every year on January 1st, them knuckleheads go down there. If it's ice, they cut a hole in the ice and people jump in to do the polar bear dip. Or if there's no ice, they just run and jump in that cold water. Yeah, I can't do that. Dan, no work. I am on vacation this whole week. So I'm going to do some bow hunting this week. And then I'll go back to work next week. Next week starts gun season in Ohio. I used to take that week off years and years ago. But when I ran out of places to hunt, it wasn't worth taking the time off. And plus, there's a lot of people out there. It's just, I'd rather just hunt after work during gun season. Take about an hour walk, and that's it. Mary, I'm an ice fisherman. If we get ice, I go ice fishing. I got a couple of local farm ponds that I'm allowed to fish on. And I'll go catch bluegill, bass, crappie. We don't get a lot of ice here in Ashland. Some years we get more than others, but we have gone 3, 4, and even 5 years with no ice to fish. Last year it got cold enough there was ice, and I got to fish for 2 days before it warmed up and we lost all our ice. It's nothing at all like regular fishing. It's actually more exciting and fun because you get to use electronics. I have a fish finder that I use ice fishing, and it tells, and you can actually see when the fish is coming to your hook to get ready for the bite. Yeah, do the challenge, the polar freeze challenge, like the ice bucket challenge. Yeah, that would be hilarious. Now, one of these years, my brother and I were going to take a trip up to the Dakotas. There's a lake called Devil's Lake, and you can look it up on the internet. But Devil's Lake has some really huge perch in it, and we're just going to go up there. We're going to pay a guide to take us out, sit in the shanties, catch our perch. It'll probably cost us a couple $1,000s each for the vacation, but for a once-in-a-lifetime vacation trip like that to go ice fishing, yeah, we're definitely going to do it. It's going to be a blast. They ice fish on Lake Erie, which is only 45 minutes from my house. But the thing about fishing out on the big lake is it's kind of dangerous unless it's been really cold for a really, really long time. Because the pressure cracks and the ice breaks off and you float away, they got to come out there and rescue you by helicopter. And they only bring you back. You have to leave everything behind. If you rode a four-wheeler out there, they won't get it. Your fishing poles, your shanties, all your gear, they will not bring anything back but you. Ice fishing can get scary, but you really got to know what your limits are. Oh yeah, people lose them every year up on Lake Erie. You know what they do is they get back to the land and then they go hire somebody with like a airboat or something to try to get out there and retrieve them somehow. I don't know how they do it, but yeah, I wouldn't. If I was to fish on Lake Erie ice fishing, I would seriously go out and buy a hunk of junk four-wheeler or a hunk of junk snowmobile and use that to take me out, because if it fell through the ice, I wouldn't be out very much money. All right, Teresa. If you got a McDonald's nearby, they got a new sandwich. It's called a triple stack. 2 sausage patties, a layer of bacon, then their egg on a biscuit or muffin or McGriddle. I had one yesterday. Oh, it was so good. I feel like getting dressed and running into town and getting one myself. But you have a fun day off too, Teresa. Might chat with you later on today. Have a good one. Have fun, girl. Well, Mary, come on up to Ohio next time it gets really, really, really cold and you go ice fishing with me. Me, the most I've ever hit on a ticket, a big fat whopping $50. And I think it was on one of my All About the Benz Ohio ticket that I hit the 50 on. I don't know, it's been a while ago. But back when I was, I think 16, 17 years old, my mom went out, I gave her $1, and she went out and got me a dollar scratch ticket, and we won $100 on it. No, serious, Dan. I have not hit anything higher than a $50, and that was only one time. And I've only hit a $20 win. I think 5 different times I've hit $20. I have a hard time finding a $5 win or a $10 win. Very, very nice, Mary. Yeah, Ohio lottery just flat out sucks. I mean, it does for me. But you can't win if you don't play. So I play. Get a ticket when I can. I would love to hit $5,000 on a $5 ticket. No holiday tickets down in your neck of the woods, Mary? Everybody's got holiday tickets out. That's all we're watching on YouTube is holiday tickets. I figure I would start scratching holiday tickets in December. Maybe they'll fire up then. Yeah, I'd have a heart attack if I won $100. I would really just like to hit something like, I mean, we all want to hit a claimer, but I'd like to hit something big enough that I could buy some high dollar lottery tickets to play, like $30 tickets and $20 tickets. That there's a very nice hit, scratch and go. All your videos uploaded now? I know mine's not because my internet is so slow out here it takes forever to upload a video. But Mary, I will definitely check out your video here once we're done. Mary, you should take a new picture for your YouTube picture and smile in it. You look you look like you're in the police lineup. Oh, come on now. Why would you hate your smile? Yeah, well, people with crooked teeth still have pretty smiles. Right? Scratch and go when I was born. When they pulled me out, the doctor said, "There's a happy baby. Look, he's smiling." And the nurse looked at the doctor and said, "That's not his smile." What do you dip, Mary? Grizzly wintergreen used to be my dip of choice. I quit back in 13. I dipped from 18 years old all the way up until 2013. Skull, Copenhagen, Grizzly. I do still like Red Man every once in a while. I don't buy any, but the guys at work, if they have some, I might take a chaw every now and then. What got you started dipping, Mary? Grizzly is. Now, if you buy Skoal or Copenhagen, it's about almost as much as a pack of cigarettes, I hear. Yeah, I dipped Skoal in Copenhagen. Then I'd quit for 3 or 4 years, and when I started back up, I switched to Grizzly Wintergreen because it was cheaper. I used to smoke cigarettes, but I didn't smoke very long. Back when I was 19, my mom smoked menthols, so I picked up, and me and my mom would split a carton of cigarettes a week. Back then, it was Alpine Lights were the menthols that we bought. And then if I would go find a cigarette machine, I would just buy a pack of Salem Lights and smoke Salem Lights. But I didn't smoke very long because Mrs. Serf didn't like me smoking back then, so I quit for her. But I didn't quit chewing. She wasn't too fond of that either, but, you know, you gotta have something. $13 a pack for Newports. No, thank you. I would buy the genericest of generics before I paid $13. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Dan. And I'd pay $13 for a pack of cigarettes. Nope, no way. I can get a large pepperoni pizza for $13 and be way more satisfied than a pack of cigarettes. Yeah, I'd rather smoke a ham too. That's a good one there. Mary, what are you paying for a can of Grizzly nowadays? I think when I quit in 13, I was paying $2.39 for a can. It had gone up because when Grizzly first come out, I was getting it for $1.99 a can. That's still not too bad, I guess. It's better than $4 and $5 for the name brand stuff. Mary, down in South Carolina, did they have the big can of Grizzly that come out? I think it was like one can of Grizzly. I mean, this thing was like huge. I think it was the equivalent of like 5 cans of dip, maybe. I'm not sure, but I mean, this the biggest can of dip I ever seen in my life. Did they have that in the Carolinas? Yeah, coupons always was a big hit. Yeah, I know. Scratch and go. I got to go in here, take a shower, and get ready to leave. My haircut's at 11. Oh, okay. Yeah, sometimes I wish I still had me a chew every now and then. I'll actually go to the guys at work that still chew tobacco. I'll go up to them and I'll take their can. I'll open it up and I'll just put it right underneath my nose and I'll go, I smell that wintergreen tobacco and I'm like, oh my goodness, I just want one so bad. But then I close the lid up and hand it back. Because all it would take is one dip and I'd be back at it again. Yeah, scratch and go. I used to cut my own hair too, but I have a hard time keeping a flat top and I like the flat top. So I go to a barber every 2 weeks, $12 every 2 weeks. I added it up, a lot of money a year. Yeah, Big Rob, I'm back, but I'm getting ready to sign off, go take a shower, and get my hair cut. I'm looking kind of shaggy this morning. Getting awful long. It bugs me. All right, guys. So, Mary, I'm going to get off of here. I'm going to go watch your video, watch you win all that money. See if my video is uploaded or not. I still don't think it is because of the slow internet out here. But you guys have a great day. I might jump on this afternoon just because I can, because I'm on vacation. Fun talking with everybody this morning. Big Rob, buddy, go get you some tickets, but don't record them. That way you can win some more money. All right, guys, everybody, thanks for joining in the live streams. We will talk to you all this afternoon probably. See you guys. Now watch it, scratch and go. I got your Gramps, buddy, right here. See you guys. Bye-bye.